September 25th, 2020, about 7:45 p.m. So what I have here is two 4x10 by 3/4, I think, MDO panels. And I painted them, or I primed them with Pratt & Lambert oil-based primer. And I just put a top coat of oil-based Pratt & Lambert exterior paint on it. Good stuff. I think it was like $73 a gallon, but it's the best damn exterior paint you can buy. You can't get oil-based paint in Illinois, so I had to smuggle it in from a different state. That was costly. Unfortunately, I kind of covered up the labels. I was a little sloppy in my pouring. So that is the primer, and that is the top coat. I should have made the video before I started painting. So tomorrow I flip these babies over and prime and paint the other side. This is the back side, so I used, I don't know, 1/2-inch nap or something like that, because I only wanted to do one coat. And tomorrow I'll prime the front and probably put one coat on with, I don't know, 1/4-inch nap. And then on Sunday I guess I'll follow with a second coat. Again, this is the back. Other side will be the front. So these go at 73 Hensley in Champaign on the sign structure that used to hold up the driver's wanted billboard. I haven't figured out how I'm getting them over there yet. I don't think they fit in my Prius. It is Sunday, September 27th, 2020. I have painted and primed two 48, well, primed and painted two 48 by 10 sign panels. And I have successfully cut, after much stress and gnashing of teeth, the first line of text for the sign. And I'm currently cutting the second line. The software that I have for cutting is really terrible. It's something called Sign Cut Pro. And so it should be displaying the text horizontally. The long axis of the cut is supposed to be left to right, but the software is messed up, or the driver is messed up perhaps. In order to cut it parallel to the roll, I have to rotate the text 90 degrees in the workspace, and there's really no here's the underlying sign, and there's no way to tile this in a sane way with this lousy software. I've got 30-inch wide vinyl. This workspace here, the document is 48 inches wide. I should easily be able to tile it with a border right down the center. But Sign Cut Pro won't let me do what I want to do. So I had to break it into two separate lines, which, you know, experimenting to figure out what I needed to do took me about 2 hours, and then it took me another like 15 minutes to break it up. And it's just a waste of time. I need better software, but I haven't found any yet. So right now it's cutting the weeding border. Since I had so many problems with Sign Cut Pro, I wound up with a whole bunch of different cuts at the beginning of this sheet. So like here, like there's an eye from an attempt where the scale came out wrong. And I actually put some patches over the vinyl in a couple places so that when I'm taking the transfer tape off, this thing doesn't come apart. I am really not looking forward to applying this to the panels. It's going to be very frustrating. This is paint mask, by the way. So this will go on the boards, and then I'm going to paint with reflex blue paint. All right, we're done. That went surprisingly quickly. Of course, it wasn't a particularly complex line. I've got a million other things to do. I can't spend my whole day here, 11:06 a.m.